What up, y'all? This is Zircon signing into the monster inside. Now, what this game is about is you're playing as a private investigator who has some form of illness that could possibly be the answer to what all the crimes that he's dealing with, and well, the crimes he's dealing with is in a magical time era with like all sorts of different stuff. Other than that, I really don't know what the game is about, so let's dig on in, shall we? Now, this is actually a horror visual novel. Indie. Well, or I think it's a visual novel. It's a visual novella. And my head pounded. Yeah, this is a visual novel. Okay. But this is an indie horror game. So I found this little piece. So I looked at it, thought it would be interesting. Okay, so my head pounded, ears still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I'd had in years left me feeling like I'd been punched in the jaw. But just like any other day, I dragged myself to the office. There was another notice on the door from the mayor of Venete's office. Permits out of date. They didn't like me much and were trying to drown me in paperwork. Oh damn, it was a slow month. Weeks and weeks since I'd had any real case to work on. So I passed the time pacing the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bad sheet. Okay. Interesting little room. Kinda digging the music. Feels just right. I don't dare look at my own reflection. I'm too afraid of what I might see. Afraid someday I might have to face what I really am. The girl came in so quiet I nearly choked on my cigarette. Almost said cigar. Mister, please, you gotta help me, mister. Calm down now. Sit and talk slow. Yeah? What can I help you with? You never heard of knocking first? Oh, do we want to be a dick? Do we want to be a kind heart? Or do we want to get straight to the point? That's an interesting one. Alright, so we're good. Okay, thanks. It's just... Okay, thanks. It's just... No one will listen to me. Just tell me your tale. I'm listening. She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of whiskey. Jeez! You're not supposed to take pills with whiskey, dude. You are crazy! There's something really wrong with you after all. She eyed me with a dash. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily. She told me she was his mistress, the man all over the newspapers, the infamous banker Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Okay. Mr. Farnsworth was a philandering bastard, but this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. Oh dear. Man, this is getting real. You don't understand. He just couldn't have done it. He hated it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everyone thinks it was him, and no one believes me. He's got to be in trouble. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Yeah, we're gonna have to think logical about this one. Yeah, because we're not just gonna start assuming, because that's really not our job. Because if we start assuming things, then things are just gonna get way out of hand. And we're gonna end up screwing up somewhere. Well, Mr. Jack. You can just call me Jack. Jack, whoever did that to his wife must have been the one who took him. He would have never left without me. He promised me. That might be a decent reason. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised this poor girl a lot of things. Please, the cops won't listen to me, and they want to bring him in and charges. You gotta prove it wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt that they are in too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets. Jeez. Probably why they hadn't found much yet. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob with pitchforks is more dangerous than a one man with money. That's very true. I mean, because they can actually do some physical damage, while the man with money just does mental damage. Or political. I don't know. You've got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't worry, and don't you worry now. Ooh. I like both. I like both. I really do like both. Like, we can just say, don't worry about it. But if we do find something she's not gonna like, she's probably going to regret it. Yeah. So, and plus I want to be very, very, very truthful with her. So, yeah, you got my curiosity. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you, but please, be careful. I don't think this was just any murderer or kidnapper. I think it was a beast. Jeez. Wow, okay. Beast. The word struck me funny, like when you jar your elbow on a hard corner. Not a word many use these days, except in hushed whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they were real enough, alright. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemly urges, but I hadn't seen any monsters in nearly 15 years, back when I was still a cop myself. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it, don't worry about it. Leave the detection work to me. Let's not jump to conclusions here. Ooh, the top one and the bottom one are very, very interesting to me. Which one do I like best? Like, this one, I like it, but it seems kind of rude. But this one, but now that I'm actually looking at it, I don't want to go for this middle one. I don't want to go for it. This one, it almost feels like I'm kind of joking. So, but I don't want to be, I don't want to be rude right here. I don't want to, but this feels like the best. This feels like the best one. So, That's a really interesting one. But man, do I love this music. Jeez. It's just blaring in my ears right now, and I'm loving it. I'm not sure for you guys, though, but I'm loving it. I think we need to go for... Yeah. I just have a feeling about it. Something tells me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this sort of thing. Sure. Can't you see how busy I am with cases? Oh, that's kind of rude, but okay. I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. I reassured her some more and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. I didn't know if she was in any danger herself, but better safe than sorry. Yeah, that's usually a good thing. That night, I made my way down to the Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next chapter. Ooh, it's one of these, huh? Now, the scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I've got a knack for finding the things others overlook. A knack, more of a symptom of a condition. Other less useful symptoms I kept in check, but for the time being, my keen sense of smell will come in handy. Ooh, are we like, maybe we're part beast. Maybe that's what the symptom was. Like, That's literally what in the descriptions were. Maybe that's part of his symptoms. He's part beast, and nobody knows. Okay. Alright, I already see claw marks right here. But for the time being, my keen scent... Oh, yeah. Alright, read that one. It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. The scent was less of a thing and more of an emotion. Sorry. Seduction. You can smell that? Oh, a strangely familiar smell. I expected scent of trepidation or maybe even outright fear, but Mr. Farnsworth seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. Height of pleasure? Alright, there's beast. Are we dealing with a succubus? Maybe? Brought new meaning to a crime of passion. In pushing the thought from my mind, it was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. Muddy footprints everywhere. Difficult to pick up anything from the prints the cops left behind in their haste. But cops don't wear $2,000 pairs of carquinos. It looked like Mr. Farnsworth was there that night and walked away on his own 2 feet. A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my finger along its length and felt a chill down my spine. Oh, burn mark, not claw mark. This wasn't just any burn mark. This was the mark of an ancient magic. It's doubtful the cops would have picked up on it. Could Lily have been right? Something unnatural is at play here. But I was no stranger to the strange. That's quite interesting. After looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all it was hiding from me. So I trudged back to my apartment and my head hit my pillow like it owed me money. You must have been dead tired, buddy. Next chapter. And I think we're going to get to that one in the next episode, guys. Okay, so this is getting a little interesting. The mystery. I like mysteries. So apparently we might be dealing with some magical beasts of nature. But anyways, that's all I have for today, guys. So thank you for watching. And if you like this video, press that like button, like you mean. And as always, stay active and stay connected, guys. I'll see you on the next one. This is Zircon signing out. Bye, y'all!